It's Week 9 of the NFL, and we'll get a look here at wideout A.J. Brown. He's more than happy with last week's numbers, going well over 100 yards and scoring twice. It's the Eagles and the Cowboys, coming up next.
The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We're all set to go, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the defending NFC champs, the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. They come in after a loss last time out, but they've still been in good form, winners of 6 of their last 8. Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Cowboys, they come in on a good run, winners of 5 of their last 7.
And the way they played last week defensively, you look at the tape, it looks like they had extra guys on the field, and they thoroughly shut down that offense.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here come the Eagles, the defending NFC champs, led out by a man who was the runner-up to Patrick Mahomes at MVP balloting a season ago. Of course, that's Jalen Hurts.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
And Charles, we see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back on the field in a hurry.
Brandon, I'm going to go ahead and age myself, but I'm going to ask you, when you were in high school and there were injuries, did you hear next man up from your coaches?
Well, you hear it every week now in the NFL, that's for sure.
You know, back when I played when dinosaurs roamed the earth, you didn't hear next man up. You heard, oh, no, we've got to put in Davis.
Throwing is Hurts. Buying time to his left. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the first down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. His throw incomplete. And Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. You look at this Cowboy defense. Against the pass, they've had some issues, ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make, because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get out of roll early, chip away at their timing.
10 yards there and an Eagle first down. From the gun, it's Hurts. Complete. Smith has it. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, and maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Now hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. On 1st down, Hurts. And his throw is incomplete.
It already looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Hurts. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. Gave a glimpse of his quick feet, but not a whole lot of space down at the 30. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Here's Hurts to throw. Steps away to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. Third down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Swift. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. Now, hang on here because DeAndre Swift injured on that last play and in need of a little assistance. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Second down, here's Hurts. Got an open man, it's Scott. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
Hey, they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed. And this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. But whatever they said appears to have worked. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So the Cowboys ready to go on offense for the first time, and it is their now 30-year-old quarterback, Dak Prescott, who leads the way.
Prescott has some things to clean up from last season, leading the NFL with 15 interceptions in only 12 games played. But we can't overlook the good. 23 touchdowns and an 8-4 record as a starter as he led the Cowboys to consecutive postseasons for the first time since 2007.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. You look at this Eagle defense. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league. So, Prescott stripped, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On third down, it's Pollard. Start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So
now loose football. The ball comes out. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Credit the tackle to Darius Slay. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Prescott from the gun. That's to the longtime Eagle, great Zach Ertz. It's a gain of 16 and a Dallas first down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Prescott to throw it. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now brings up 4th down. So now on 4th down, Mike McCarthy will turn to his field goal unit. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance. He's got him in, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down. In motion right is Brown. And they'll fake it there on the jet sweep, and instead, here's Swift. And he'll get only a couple down to the 44. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much since. They'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away, no good. And this will stay a 4-point game.
Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. But that is showing an awful lot of confidence in a kicker to try and hit from 61 yards. And this one winds up no good.
Pollard will take it up the gut. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and a yard. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. after one. 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Prescott now, option right. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down. The Cowboys sitting at 5-2 on the year, and they come in on a good run, winners of 5 of their last 7.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To throw is Prescott. Open man layup. It's complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 17-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard, and he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Prescott down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. So now on 4th down, Mike McCarthy will turn to his field goal unit. This a 31-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
Donovan Peoples-Jones now from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. So here are the Eagles to take over. They were losers to Philadelphia a week ago. Now they find themselves in the lead as they start this drive. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Forced out to his left. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the 1st down. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. 0 fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the 1st. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up the first and goal.
Despite writing it down in my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
He'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Olamide Zaccheaus, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on first and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. So as they take it over, we step aside. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Dallas offense set for this next drive. They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this NFL, you're thinking touchdown almost every drive because everything's so high-powered. Yeah, you'll take the field goal, but you always feel like you're leaving points out there when you don't put it in the end zone.
They'll be trying to put it in the end zone here on this drive. Prescott now on second down. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. Prescott off play action. That is caught by Lamb. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A big gain of 39 on third. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Here's Prescott. Another one to CeeDee Lamb. He's got it. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Off the play fake, Prescott. This is caught. It's Cooks. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys have cut the lead back down to 2.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. Peoples-Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, That allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
They go play action with Hurts. Going across the middle, and Goddard's got it. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Swift going to try up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Hurts. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Micah Parsons in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll send Brown in motion right. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this will be taken at the 13. Now Dak Prescott of the offense heading back onto the field. Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass, so whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watched the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7 or even routes versus air. They're accurate. The receivers catch it. The ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break, right? Pass, 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 finish at the rim, basket. Yeah, ball never hits the ground there either.
Now Prescott. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Under pressure, and down he goes. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. They'll look to set up his blockers. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. And with great starting field position and 1 timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. But first down, Hurts. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Here's Hurts to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Watkins. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Hurts throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
Lost the football. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line.
So they take the deficit into the lockers. You know they had plans to receive the football. A nice drive, instead a fumble on the kickoff.
And that can be demoralizing right there because, as you pointed out, they had designs on coming out and, okay, we're going to change things here in the second half. Instead, with a deficit already, they cough it up, and now they've got to find a way to keep the score from mounting bigger against them.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Out route pass complete to Goddard. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Out route, and it's complete to Brown. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give him 12 yards that time.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Swift will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown. Elliott now to add the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So that drive, 4 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Pollard going to try the right side. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Now Prescott. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Hurts. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to blanket those receivers on 3rd down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just loft one toward the bench. Not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. 1st down, Prescott. Hurts over the middle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 1. Out of the gun to give to Pollard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Prescott on 3rd and 2. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Hassan Reddick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the lead now 11, 24-13. So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. Going to run again here with Pollard. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point of the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down. Play action. Here's Hurts. Looking sideline, incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Don't the defender.
And a loose football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Now Lewis selects to return it. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Here's Prescott. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This short throw caught by Goddard. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 31-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
This is Smith with a grab. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. 21 yards there on 3rd down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
To gain 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Cowboys' 41-yard line.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Hurts.
And this is going to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
They'll try it now with Swift.
And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. Oh, look at the juke. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 61 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. Prescott now. Caught by the tight end Ertz. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Here's Prescott. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. 3rd and short yardage, Prescott. Touchdown! Brandon Cooks. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Cowboys have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So very late in the game here, but with that score, some light at the end of the tunnel.
There's still hope. Now they look at the score and say, hold on a second. This thing's not over yet. Let's keep battling.
Extra point attempt to come here. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's capped off for the Cowboys touchdown. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Now, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Hurts to throw. And that is incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Hurts. And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. Taken from just outside the 30. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and they will take over 1st and 10. And now here come the Cowboys. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt, and now a chance to tie the game on this possession. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he is going to lose yardage here. In there to drop him for the loss, linebacker Nakobe Dean, an outstanding play.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Prescott from the gun. Finding Ertz here on the out route. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles 16. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And the Cowboys are going to be looking at a 1st and goal as he's out of bounds at the 3-yard line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Here we go, 1st and goal. Pollard is in. Touchdown, Dallas. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. They get 1 more as the extra point's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. The last series for him, a little disappointing. Forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Pass complete, Goddard, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Now 2nd and 4. Second down, here's Hurts. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And Goddard going to have an Eagles first down as he gets this up past the 40. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Well, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now. Burt sets up to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now on 4th down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
And Pollard going to pick up a Cowboys first down as he's got it up to the 28-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. 2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. To throw, Prescott. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Just over 30 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10 now. Now Dak. Into the hands of Cooks. And he'll be out of bounds after a gain of about 5. That stops the clock, but slow and steady won't win the race at this point. Well, you don't have to beg the Philly faithful to make noise. On their feet for 3rd down. Here's Prescott. Able to find Ertz.
hurts. And he will stop the clock here as he's out of bounds with the first down. The 24 seconds remaining.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
This is 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked